Hello everyone, and welcome to our yoga session for peace today. I'd like you to begin by coming to the base of your mat. For our first yin posture, we're going to take a child's pose position. So reach your arms out in front of you and allow your chest and your head to melt towards the mat. You can keep your legs together or maybe even part the knees to make this extra relaxing. If you'd like at any point in the practice, you could add a bolster or some yoga blocks just to aid you in this flow. Maybe in this position you could place a bolster underneath the chest, underneath the stomach or the hips. Just allow yourself to relax. And in every pose, just think about your breathing. In through the nose and deep exhales through the mouth. Breathing into the chest or into the belly. Nice and slowly begin to rise into tabletop position. Once you meet me here, walk the hands out in front of you and allow your chest to sink down to the mat, tailbone pointing towards the sky in puppy pose. Allow your chest to release. Allow your shoulder blades to draw away from one another, opening through the upper back. Making sure the knees are stacked underneath the hips. Again, come back to the breathing. Notice how this feels in this chest opening. How the inhale intensifies the stretch in the shoulders. Just allow the body to relax and rest in this pose. Now taking it nice and slow, begin to make your way back into our tabletop. Wonderful. Once you meet me here, tuck the toes under and then we're going to lift the knees up off the mat. Now we're going to come into our downward facing dog and we're just going to hold this for several moments, pushing the heels down towards the mat. If you find it difficult to hold this downward facing dog, then you can place a block or a bolster or a pillow underneath your head, the crown of the head, just to give you extra support. Breathing into this stretch in the sternum and in the hamstrings. When you're ready, step your right foot forward in between the hands. Lower the left knee down to the mat and untuck the toes. Once you meet me here in this low lunge, we're going to exhale, extend through the right leg, coming into Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Allow your upper body to fold over the leg, nose towards that right knee. Coming up onto the right heel, toes pointing towards the sky, hips are square to the top of the mat. Breathing deeply and noticing that lengthening sensation through the back of the leg. Slowly push your weight forward, back in towards our low lunge. When you meet me here, heel toe your right foot to the left side of the mat and allow your right knee to come down to the mat. We're going to make our way into our pigeon pose, so sink the hips down. Allow the upper body to fold over that right leg. We're going to hold this one for 2 minutes and make sure you're extra comfortable, using your blocks if needed. Hold here for another deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Slowly make your way back up into tabletop position. Once you meet me here, tuck the toes under and push up into downward facing dog. Let's repeat those 2 poses on the other side, so step the left foot forward this time. Drop the back knee and untuck the toes. Exhale, shoot the hips back and make your way into half split, straightening through the left leg, coming up onto the heel. Now we're just going to hold here for several moments, feeling that deep stretch in the back of the leg. Begin to push your weight forward, and when you're ready, we're going to make our way into our pigeon pose. Making sure this is extra comfortable in the hips, you can place a pillow underneath, or you can fold down onto your forearms or bringing your forehead down to the mat. Just allow your body to surrender to this pose using your breath to get really deep and relaxed here. Nice and slowly begin to come out of our pigeon pose and make our way to 4-point kneeling again. Wonderful. Turn your body and stay in your tabletop facing towards that long edge of our mat. When you meet me here, we're going to begin to walk the legs apart, coming into frog position. Keeping our knees in line with our ankles and our hips, keeping that 90-degree angle, allowing the hips to sink down towards the mat. Allow the chest to come down and the forehead all the way, and allow your body to surrender and relax in this pose. Wonderful. Now make your way back up into our tabletop position, and for a short time we're going to hold a half frog on each side. So extend out the right leg, toes pointing out to that long edge of the mat, keeping that 90-degree angle in the left leg. Just hold here and try to sink the hips as low as you can. Feel that deep release. begin to slowly return back to center. And then once you're able to, let's take that half frog on the other side. So extend out the left leg this time. Allow the hips to sink down, and again you can fold down onto your forearms or bringing the chest down to the mat, allowing your body to completely surrender in this pose. For our final posture, we're going to make our way into a straddle fold, so coming onto your sit bones when you're ready. Taking your legs as far apart as you can get them, toes pointing towards the sky. Nice and slowly walk your hands out in front of you and allow the chest to sink down towards the mat. Maybe using a bolster for support or just staying up on your forearms. Just allow your body to completely surrender here. Slowly begin to walk your hands towards you and come up into seated easy pose in a cross-legged position in the center of your mat. Close the eyes, place the hands in the lap, palms facing up, and just take a few final breaths deep into the lungs. Inhale, take that deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale again, fill up the lungs. Exhale, release all negativity and stress. Inhale, positivity and light. Exhale, tension from the mind. Inhale, peace and tranquility. Exhale, anything that holds you back. Inhale, fill up the lungs as much as you can. Exhale, let it all go. Slowly open your eyes and join me in saying Namaste to end the practice. Namaste.